They found him in the walls, 3 years after he disappeared, hidden in a slaughterhouse behind a vent that wasn't really a vent. His name was Ryan Murphy. He was 17. And on the best day of his career, someone made sure it would be his last. Before we go deeper, hit that like button and subscribe if mysteries like this hook you. Drop a comment. Tell us where you're watching from. Your city might be next. June 2001, Belmont Park. The crowd's roaring. Ryan Murphy just pulled off the impossible, a stunning upset victory that nobody saw coming. He's 17 years old, standing in the winner's circle, 2 gold medals hanging from his neck, orange and blue ribbon catching the light. His horse wears a purple, blue, and yellow rosette. The cameras flash. The track buzzes with energy. Hours later, he walks back to the jockey's locker room. He never comes out. 3 years. No body. No answers. Just silence. The kind of silence that grows teeth. His brother Liam spent those 3 years drowning in it, working construction by day, searching by night. 17-year-olds don't just evaporate, but Ryan did. The investigation went cold. The city moved on. Liam didn't. August 2004. A health inspector walks into a meatpacking facility in Queens. A&R Meatpacking. The place is a disaster. Rats, contamination, violations stacked on violations. They shut it down, order a deep sanitation, every panel, every vent, every surface. That's when the workers find it. What they thought was a ventilation grate, it's not. It's a facade. Behind it, a hidden chamber, 4 feet by 6 feet, insulated, expertly concealed. The cover was magnetized, designed to blend perfectly with the tiles. Routine inspections never caught it. Inside, a body bag, human remains, and a jockey's helmet, black velvet, scuffed, torn lining, initials stitched inside, RM. Here's where it gets dark. The helmet arrives at the medical examiner's office. Liam stands in a viewing room, the helmet sealed in an evidence bag on a metal table. He doesn't need to see the initials. He already knows. The scuff marks, the tear. He can see Ryan strapping it on before a race, pride burning in his blue eyes. Detective Jack Callahan delivers the confirmation. Dental records came back. Positive ID, Ryan Murphy. Not missing, murdered. The discovery changes everything. The grief is still there. That bone-deep ache that never leaves, but beneath it something else ignites. Cold rage, focused determination. Someone took his brother's life, stole his future, hid him in a place designed for butchery, and Liam's gonna find out who. The investigation reopens. Callahan starts digging into the slaughterhouse. The ownership's buried under layers of shell corporations, complex webs designed to hide the real players. It takes days of forensic accounting, tracing paper trails from one holding company to another. The structure traces back to organized crime, a front for one of the city's most powerful families. One name surfaces: Anthony Russo, known on the streets as the Butcher. Russo runs a massive illegal gambling operation. Bookies, loan sharks, enforcers. His network stretches through all 5 boroughs and beyond. He's smart, ruthless, uses legitimate businesses to launder money. Meat distribution, waste management, construction, A&R Meatpacking, that's his. But here's the problem. There's no direct evidence linking him to Ryan's murder. The connection's organizational, not concrete. Not enough for a warrant. Callahan identifies Russo's primary enforcer, Vinnie Gallo. Brutal, loyal, professional. If Russo ordered the hit, Gallo carried it out. They put surveillance on him, but Gallo's careful, moves like a ghost, follows a strict routine, never makes mistakes. The investigation stalls. Meanwhile, Liam returns to Belmont Park. The place he once loved now feels sinister. The sunshine casts menacing shadows. He walks the backstretch. Stables, training facilities, living quarters. It's a self-contained world with its own rules. The news of the discovery spread. He feels the whispers, the furtive glances, the sudden silences. They're scared. He starts with people who worked with Ryan, Jimmy, a groom from the same barn. The conversation's evasive. Don't remember much. Nothing unusual. The answers come too quick, too definitive. It's the same everywhere. Nobody talks. The fear is palpable, crawling beneath the track's polished facade. Liam focuses on the last person to see Ryan alive. Mickey Doyle, Ryan's trainer. Mickey was like a second father to him, nurturing his talent, guiding his career. But Mickey's gone. Hasn't been at Belmont for 2 years. Liam tracks him down. Mickey fell hard after Ryan disappeared. Lost his license, started drinking heavily. Now he's working upstate at Saratoga, mucking stalls. A long way from the prestige of Belmont Park. Liam finds him bent over a pitchfork, broken and haggard. Mickey sees him and freezes. Fear floods his face. I need to talk to you, Mickey. I got nothing to say. They found him, Mickey. Mickey's body trembles. He tries to run. Liam stops him. I know you're scared. I know they got to you. But they can't protect you now. Mickey's eyes fill with desperate, paralyzing terror. You don't know what you're messing with, Liam. These people don't play by rules. They make people disappear. They already did that to Ryan. But Mickey won't crack, not yet. He pulls free and stumbles away, leaving Liam standing alone. The wall of silence is thicker than Liam imagined. But Mickey's the weak point, the crack in the facade. And I haven't told you the worst part yet. That night, Mickey finishes his work. His hands shake so badly he can barely grip the steering wheel. Liam's visit shattered the fragile peace he'd constructed around himself. He drives to his usual diner, orders coffee and whiskey to steady his nerves. Then he sees him, sitting at the counter, nursing coffee, Vinnie Gallo. The sight sends a jolt of terror through Mickey. Gallo makes eye contact, doesn't speak, doesn't gesture, just watches. A silent predator. The message is clear. They know. They know the body was found. They know Liam's asking questions. Mickey throws money on the table and hurries out. He fumbles with his keys, desperate to disappear into the night. Then he sees it, tucked under his windshield wiper. A betting slip from June 2001. The race Ryan won. A reminder, a threat, a promise. Mickey crumbles against his car, the slip clutched in his hand. He's trapped between Liam's search for justice and Russo's terrifying reach. His silence is no longer enough. The discovery changed everything. Russo's cleaning house, eliminating loose ends. And Mickey's the loosest end of all. Here's where it gets strange. Liam goes off the books. He seeks out Benny, a low-level bookie, operating out of a smoky OTB parlor. Slides a 50 across the table. June 2001. The Belmont Stakes undercard. Ryan Murphy's race. I need to know about the betting action, the off-the-books action. Benny hesitates, pulls out a battered notebook filled with cryptic notations, flips through the pages. It was a strange day. The early money was on Ryan. He was a long shot, but he had a following. Then everything shifted. Late in the betting window, huge amounts of money poured in on Ryan's opponent. Millions. A coordinated effort that dwarfed the legitimate betting pool. Someone expected Ryan to lose, Benny whispers. And when Ryan won, he doesn't finish. He doesn't need to. They lost a fortune. This wasn't just about the race. It was about the money. Ryan's victory cost someone millions. In the world of organized crime, such defiance is unacceptable. Liam returns to Belmont, his questions sharper, his focus narrowing. The atmosphere becomes openly hostile. He's no longer a grieving brother. He's a threat. He receives anonymous phone calls, silent lines. Cars follow him, linger outside his apartment. The invisible hand tightens. One evening, he comes home. The door's ajar. The lock's broken. Inside, the apartment's mostly undisturbed. But his research, betting records, notes, organizational charts, is spread on the coffee table, neatly arranged, carefully examined. Placed on top, gleaming under the lamplight, is a single butcher's hook. The message is visceral, terrifying, a promise of violence, a warning. But it doesn't break him. It galvanizes him. They made a mistake. They showed their hand. They confirmed he's on the right track. He picks up the hook, the cold metal heavy in his hand. He won't be intimidated. The fight just began. Liam drives back to Saratoga, finds Mickey at a dive bar, hunched over whiskey. He places the butcher's hook on the bar between them. Mickey stares at it, his face draining of color. They came to my apartment. They left this. Liam leans closer. I know about the fixed race, Mickey. I know about the money, and I know about Russo. Mickey looks away, despair flooding his eyes. They'll kill me. They'll kill you anyway. Russo's cleaning house. You're a loose end. Your silence won't protect you. It'll condemn you. Mickey cracks. Years of guilt, constant fear, the realization of his own mortality. It all comes crashing down. Tears stream down his face. He was a good kid. He had integrity. He wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do what? Mickey takes a shuddering breath. The confession pours out. They approached him before the race. Vinnie Gallo told Ryan to throw it, hold back. Let the favorite win. They offered him money. More than he'd ever seen. Ryan refused. He said he couldn't do it. Said it wasn't right. Ryan's integrity sealed his fate. What happened after the race? Mickey closes his eyes. He was terrified. He knew what he'd done. I told him to run, to disappear. But it was too late. Mickey describes the scene. Ryan leaving the locker room, moving toward the parking lot. A dark sedan waiting. Vinnie Gallo and another man. They intercepted him before he reached his car. Mickey witnessed the abduction. He saw the faces of the men who took Ryan, and he stayed silent for 3 years. This is where everything changes. Liam brings Mickey to Callahan. The detective listens as Mickey recounts everything. The confrontation before the race, the terror in Ryan's eyes, the abduction. He identifies Vinnie Gallo. The testimony's a game changer. The missing link. Direct connection between the fixed race and Ryan's disappearance. Callahan moves quickly. Mickey goes into protective custody. Warrants are issued for Gallo's arrest. But there's a problem. The assistant district attorney won't move forward. It's compelling, but it's the testimony of a terrified alcoholic. Russo's lawyers will tear him apart. We need more. The official channels are blocked. Russo's influence is too strong. Liam realizes they need proof of the bets, the scale of the loss. He tracks down Slick Sammy Gallo, the main bookie handling the action that day. No relation to Vinnie, Sammy disappeared shortly after Ryan vanished. Rumors said Russo blamed him for the massive loss. The search leads to Atlantic City. Liam finds Sammy working as a bartender in a dive bar off the boardwalk, living under an assumed name. Sammy Gallo? Sammy stiffens. Who's asking? My name is Liam Murphy, Ryan Murphy's brother. Sammy's face pales. I know about the fixed race, the money, and I know about Russo. Sammy's hostile at first, but Liam presses. Russo's vulnerable now. This is your chance to get out from under his thumb. Sammy cracks. He confirms everything. Russo's syndicate lost millions. The fix was in. Ryan's victory was a disaster. And here's the detail that changes everything. I have the records, the ledger, proof of the bets, the smoking gun. But they still need the connection to the slaughterhouse. Why that specific location? Liam suggests Callahan look into meat supply contracts for Belmont Park. Days of digging. Then they find it. A&R Meatpacking had exclusive contracts with Belmont Park, worth millions, awarded under suspicious circumstances shortly before Ryan's disappearance. The procurement was handled by David Chen, former head of procurement at Belmont. Chen retired suddenly right after the contracts were awarded, moved to Florida. The connection clicks. Russo infiltrated the track, corrupted officials, got control of the facility, the perfect location to dispose of a body. But proving the bribery strengthens the case against Russo. Liam flies to Miami, tracks Chen to a luxury condo in a gated community. The wealth is staggering, testament to the corruption that funded his retirement. Liam confronts him in the parking garage late one night. "David Chen, I'm here about the A&R meatpacking contracts." Chen's face pales. "I don't know what you're talking about." They found the body, Ryan Murphy, in the slaughterhouse. The revelation hits like a punch. Chen tries to leave. Liam stops him. "The investigation's leading straight to you." Chen tries to hold firm. But days later, Liam sees a courier deliver a package. Chen opens it, his face going pale. A photograph of the slaughterhouse, circled in red, a threat from Russo. Liam intercepts Chen. He knows. Russo knows you're a liability. Chen cracks. "What do you want?" "The truth. Justice." Chen confesses. The bribery. The corruption. Russo paid him millions to secure the contracts, control of the facility, the perfect disposal location. Then Chen reveals the crucial information. Russo keeps a ledger, a physical ledger for his illegal operations. He's paranoid about digital trails. Writes everything down, all the payoffs, the bribes, the race fix. Where is it? His private social club in Queens. He keeps it in a safe in his office. This is it. The key to everything. But getting it would be a challenge. Callahan tries to secure a warrant. The ADA refuses. Chen's compromised. His testimony's tainted. The official channels are closed. Liam realizes he has to get the ledger himself. It's reckless, dangerous, could cost him his life, but the system failed. Justice is in his hands. He studies the club, days of observation, notes the guards, the delivery schedules, the patterns, the adjacent buildings vacant, under renovation, scaffolding, construction debris, no security. He formulates a plan, access the vacant building, climb to the roof, enter the club from above. His construction experience gives him an advantage. The night arrives, cold, overcast, city lights reflecting off clouds. Liam stands in shadows, dressed in dark clothing, a backpack with tools slung over his shoulder. This is it. 3 years of searching, fighting, grieving. The chance to finally bring his brother's killer to justice. He climbs the scaffolding. The metal bars cold against his hands, muscles burning. He reaches the roof, crosses to the club, locates the access hatch to the ventilation system. Old, rusted, poorly secured. He snaps the padlock with bolt cutters, pries the hatch open. Warm air hits him. Muffled sounds from the club below. Music, laughter, clinking glasses. He lowers himself into the ductwork. The space cramped. The darkness absolute. He crawls through the system, guided by the schematic he memorized, heading toward Russo's private office. He reaches the vent above the office. Light filters through the grate. The room's silent. He removes the grate, drops silently onto the carpet below. He's inside the enemy stronghold. He locates the safe behind a painting of a racehorse. The irony's not lost on him. Modern safe. Digital combination. He needs the code. He searches the desk, finds a small leather-bound notebook in the bottom drawer. Cryptic notations, numbers, symbols, dates. He recognizes the pattern, a code based on horse racing odds. Russo's a gambler. His life revolves around the track. The code makes sense. He deciphers the combination, punches it into the keypad. The safe clicks open. Inside, a thick, leather-bound book, the ledger. He pulls it out, opens it, scans the pages, Payoffs, bribes, illegal bets, June 2001. The massive amount wagered, the subsequent loss, and a chilling notation, RM, cleanup fee, A and R. The smoking gun. Irrefutable proof connecting Russo to the murder. He closes the ledger, closes the safe, replaces the painting. He moves toward the door. The handle turns. Someone's coming. Liam darts behind the velvet curtains, stands frozen, breath caught. Ledger clutched tight. The door opens. Light spills in. Vinnie Gallo enters, alone, agitated. He pours whiskey, downs it, pours another. His gaze sweeps the room. Then he notices the painting over the safe, slightly askew, tilted by a fraction, his eyes narrow. He draws his weapon. He approaches the curtains. He knows. Liam bursts out, slams into Gallo. They crash to the floor. A brutal, desperate fight, chaos, violence. The silence shattered. Liam fights with raw fury. 3 years of grief and rage. But Gallo's stronger, faster, trained. He subdues Liam, hands around his throat, cutting off air. Liam gasps, vision blurring, darkness closing in. Gallo retrieves the ledger, looks at Liam with cold eyes, sneers. Russo warned us you were stupid. He pulls Liam up, drags him toward the main club. Liam struggles, movements weak, but then he sees it. The crowded club, patrons everywhere, his last chance. They enter the main room. Music pulses, smoke hangs heavy. Liam starts shouting, voice raw, desperate. He killed Ryan Murphy, the jockey. Russo had him killed. The room goes silent. Music stops. Conversations cease. Everyone stares. Gallo's stunned. The sudden shift catching him off guard. Liam slams his head back into Gallo's face. The impact sends pain through his skull. Gallo staggers. His grip loosens. Liam breaks free, grabs the ledger from Gallo's hand. A chase ensues. Through the crowded room, patrons scattering. Liam knocks over a poker table, chips flying, money fluttering, chaos. Gallo pursues, weapon drawn. But the crowd hinders him. Liam reaches the side exit, bursts into the alleyway. Cold night air hits him. He runs, doesn't look back. Legs pumping, lungs burning. He disappears into the night. He has the ledger. He has the truth. He bursts into the precinct, clothes torn, face bruised and bloody, delivers the ledger to Callahan. Callahan opens it, scans the pages. Irrefutable proof. Armed with the ledger, Callahan moves swiftly. The ADA has no choice. Authorizes the warrants. The NYPD raids the club, Russo's home. Russo and Gallo are arrested. The trial is high profile. Media descends. The city's captivated. Liam watches from the gallery. Mickey Doyle testifies. Sammy Gallo. David Chen. Their voices trembling but resolute. The ledger seals the case. The defense tries to discredit the evidence, paint Russo as legitimate. But the proof is overwhelming. Russo and Gallo are found guilty. Murder, racketeering, illegal gambling, life sentences, justice served. Liam visits Ryan's grave. The cemetery quiet, air still. He places flowers on the tombstone, vibrant colors against gray stone. The grief remains, that constant ache, but the unresolved anger's gone. He found the answers, exposed the truth, honored his brother's memory. He starts the Ryan Murphy Foundation, supporting young jockeys, promoting integrity in racing. Ryan's legacy isn't defined by the tragedy of his death. It's defined by the honor he died for. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, like, share, and subscribe for more untold mysteries every week. Drop a comment and tell us where you're from. Your city might be featured next time. The weight of the win was heavy, the cost staggering. But in the end, the truth prevailed. The light overcame the darkness, and Ryan's spirit, his integrity, his unwavering commitment to justice, lives on. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.